Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday so far. Although we know Niki's pre-filming, let's get it out. One for the back row. I'm pre-filming, but I'm gonna talk like it's Monday anyway because you're seeing it right now on Monday. But I hope no matter what, no matter when you're watching this, that you guys are just having a great day and that you're happy. We're going to be doing I hauled it, but did I like it today? And I actually have some awesome products to review for you guys today. So if you want to find out what they are and if they're good or bad or if you should buy them or what's the DL on them, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it.
I really need a new opener because, just sit tight and we'll get right into it. Where the hell is everybody going to go? Like, where are you going to go?
Alright, so the first product I want to talk to you guys about is the NYX #No Filter Finishing Powder. I told you guys before when I hauled this that I had used it and I just had no opinion on it, good or bad. I couldn't tell you guys how I felt off my first impression because I didn't really see what it did to my skin. Like, I didn't see any instant thing that I was like, oh, I love that. But I also didn't see anything that was like instantly like, oh, I'm not gonna like that. So I definitely needed some time to review it. I've given myself quite a bit of time to review it, so let's get into it. Now, this powder is quite expensive. It's $11.99, which was a little bit like, ooh, like it better work, it better do something. It does come in a nice range of like skin tone shades, but the problem for me is that you can only get half of those shades online. In store, they only have about 4 shades, at least in my store, they only had 4 shades. If you go online to the Ulta site, it says right there under certain shades, it says online only. And I don't understand that and I do not like that. I think every shade should be available in store and out of store because not everybody wants to order from Ulta, because ordering from Ulta online can be mayhem 99% of the time, and I don't think that's fair. Like, if you want to put extra perks on Ulta's site to get only online, fine. But if you're releasing something like this, release all the shades in store and out of store. Like, I do not like that. So that kind of irked me a little bit because the shade range that was available at my Ulta was more for a medium skin tone to lighter skin tone and not even that light. So it was, I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. Now, I got on the Ulta site on my phone right here just to see what they claim about this. And they said that it was created as like a filter powder, that it's an amazing product that delivers a finish as flawless and soft as the most flattering filters on Instagram and beyond. So now they're talking about Instagram beauty, which I've already discussed with you guys in my kind of like chat spat rant thing that I did, that trying to be like the Instagram flawless, like the filters and everything like that, is just stupid. I do not like the marketing on this at all. Like, they're just painting the wrong picture there, NYX. Bad. Very, very bad. Now, when you look at the product itself, it has a tiny bit of sheen to it, but like barely there at all. You're not going to get any kind of highlighting effect from this. It's not like that. It just kind of has like a blurring technology, I'm sure, in it that causes it to have a little bit of a sheen. It is pretty pigmented. Like, it's not translucent. You're going to see the product on your finger, on your face. That's why you have to pick out a shade range. But honestly, you guys, this is a very smooth powder. It's very beautiful, but I didn't see it do a damn thing for my skin. I've seen so many people say, oh, this powder is amazing. It's my favorite product. It's so good. I love it. And I'm just like, why? Why? Like, I don't get it. I've used this product every single time. And not that it did anything bad for my skin, because it didn't. It didn't do anything bad, but what did it do? It didn't change the look of my skin. It didn't do anything for my skin. It didn't help my pores. It didn't blur anything. It didn't do anything. It's a nice finishing powder, I guess. It makes things look soft, but it makes things feel soft too. But it doesn't do anything to my face. I guess, I mean, on camera it might look better. I am using it today, you guys. I'm using most of the products I'm going to talk to you guys about makeup wise. I'm using all of them on my face today. But I don't see what it did that made any bit of a difference than what I normally do. My face didn't look any different. So, I don't know. Like, this still, from my first impression, I'm just like, what do you do? And for a product that costs $11.99, I want to know what you're doing. I want you to work. I want to see the results. So I didn't see that with this. I don't like it, Like, I like it, I use it, and I'm going to use it because it was expensive, but I don't see the whole no filter effect I don't see that whatsoever, and my skin is not that bad, so I can't imagine what someone who has a lot of acne or scarring or anything on their face, redness, I don't know how they would like this or how it would benefit them. If this has worked for you guys, I would love to know in the comments below how you use it specifically and what specifically you see it do to your skin, how it changes your skin, because I'd really like to know, because I do see a lot of people saying that this is an amazing, amazing powder, but I'm not seeing it and I'm not feeling it, and I don't know what to do about this. I wouldn't recommend picking it up. Personally, I wouldn't.
I literally just had to shut down the whole thing and go out of my room because I thought that my house was being broken into because I kept hearing like doors slam and shit. No, come to find out, it's just my cats being their psycho selves running into the door head first. Nice.
So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a clear eyebrow gel that I got in a subscription box. And this is the clear water resistant eyebrow gel. And who is this from again? Tanya Crooks. I have a couple of her products. I got the dual end highlighter stick that you guys saw. I got that in the Beautycon box. I believe I got this one in BoxyCharm. I'm not positive. I got it in one of those subscription boxes. You can see if you go through my feed. I was excited about this. I'm always excited about eyebrow products. I always will be excited about eyebrow products. Now, I actually got onto her site here called The Brow Gal, you guys. I wanted to know a little bit more about who she was because I never heard of her before. She's actually a celebrity brow artist, so she does celebrities' brows. So the products that she uses are her own on celebrities, and I mean, if she's using them on celebrities, you guys, you know that they are good products. She's done brows for Megan Fox, Fergie, Julia Roberts, Eva Mendes, Gwyneth Paltrow, Halle Berry, and Britney Spears. I mean, that right there kind of validates a lot for you in itself. So this brow gel does cost $20, so it's no different than like a high-end Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. It does come with a little bit less than that does, but they are around the same like price range, which I like that. And especially if she's been doing this for celebrities, you guys, and these are her like celebrity made products, $20 is a really good price, because I know a lot of not well-known companies that sell their items for like double what a high-end would. So I do like that they at least kept their price range in the high-end price range. That is really nice. I am using this today. I've been using it ever since I first got it because I absolutely love it, you guys. This is amazing. Now, when you first put it on, it's not as wet as the Anastasia Beverly Hills, so it doesn't immediately lock down those hairs right away, and I got a little worried about that at first. But with this, you have to do a little bit more work, but it does something better. So with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, it's one swipe, your eyebrows are pretty much soaked at that point, and then you kind of like work it down with your finger and it stays in place. But with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, your eyebrows are also very crunchy and hard. And that's something that I've noticed with that gel, is it does make your eyebrows pretty hard, but they don't move, and that's usually what I care about, so I've never really minded that. With this, I go in there once, I go with one side, one eyebrow, I swipe once, and then I go to the other one, and then I go back and do a second coat, and that's really when it locks it in, and it really secures all the hairs, and everything just sticks right in place. And you can literally feel it like a Velcro. When you go in for the second swipe, you can literally feel it just lock everything down. Like, it's the perfect amount. And the thing that I like about this the most is the fact that it's not hard. My eyebrows are not hard in any way, shape, or form at all, but they are staying exactly where I put them with this gel. This gel is great. It doesn't have a very strong smell like some can, especially water resistant products can have quite the smell, and so can eyebrow products just in general be kind of like stinky. This isn't that bad at all, so I do prefer this over the Anastasia Beverly Hills like any day. This is just so much better. So I would highly recommend checking this out. If you buy, you know, brow gels that are in the high-end range, I think that you might like this better over the Anastasia Beverly Hills, but you don't get as much product, but it works a lot better. Alright, next I want to talk to you guys about a palette. Now, this is the palette that we got in the FabFitFun box. This is from the Nude collection from Pure Cosmetics. I love the packaging on this, you guys. Look at this. Now, they said that this was a $50 palette, so its price tag is $50. That was something that I really... freaking cat hair. That was something that I was really excited about, just because of the fact that this really reminded me a lot, I'm going to try not to blind you here with it, but this really reminded me a lot of a Naked palette. It is a very cool toned palette. palette. It's basically all shimmers. I think that this right here is the only kind of soft matte. I want to say satin. Like, I think this one and this one here, they're not shimmers, but they're like a satin. There's a sheen there. So there's really no mattes to this except for this black at the very end. That is matte. That's very, very matte. So I was really excited about this just because, I mean, it looks like the Naked palettes. It's almost as much as the Naked palettes. So I was really expecting a lot out of this. But I have to say, I do love this. I really, really do love this. But for the price, absolutely not. Now, the reason why I say that is because this palette, while it's really good quality, and I do really like it, and I've been using it, I'm wearing it today, it's not worth that $50 tag. This is just like the W7 palettes with the tins. It's like the palettes you can get on eBay that are dupes for Naked or on Amazon. It's just like those. And those palettes are like $10 and up a little bit. But those are not $50. You're not going to have to put down a $50 bill for those palettes, even with shipping. So this is not anywhere closely related to $50. Just no way. No way in hell. But it is a good palette. Now, the first thing that I noticed and didn't really care for about the palette itself is it is metal, but it's cheap. So when you try to open it up, it's really hard and it sticks on one end. And then the inside of the product, like the pan here, the inside of it right here, which holds the brush and everything, that actually pops out a little bit because it's so hard to open it. So I didn't really like that. I do have the film over the mirror, hoping that it wouldn't blind you guys as much. So the mirror is fine. It looks kind of cloudy and gross in here, but that's only because I kept the film over there. I never need the mirror in the palettes. But so it is quite a cheap palette, you know. It's just like the ones that you would get on eBay. The brush is a dual-ended brush, which is really nice. You have like a blender here and then an eyeshadow like brush on the other end. Cheap, you guys. Nothing special at all. I'll never use that. But the shades are beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love them. I love shimmer shades. And I've used this palette quite a few times and have loved it. I mean, I have it on my eyes today. It's very pigmented. But when you put a brush into this, it explodes with powder. It's very, very powdery. When you swatch it, sometimes it gets really chunky and it'll fall everywhere, and that can be a problem. There is fallout to these shadows, extreme fallout unless you tap off your brush, and then there still is some fallout. So that is something to consider as well. I just don't think it's worth the $50 price tag. Now, if it was a $20 palette, yes. $20 and under all the way, but not $50. This cannot be compared to an Urban Decay palette whatsoever, other than the shades. Like, if you're on a severe budget and you want a dupe for a Naked palette, but you know, you don't mind the kind of lacking in the same quality as the Urban Decay palettes, you're going to find this in this. This is not a bad palette whatsoever. The colors are gorgeous. It is very pigmented. It is easy to work with. It blends out really, really nicely. So this is a palette to have. It's just I wouldn't buy it for $50, and I don't recommend buying it for $50. Now, you did get a sticker on the back of it if you got this from FabFitFun to save 20% off your first order of $30 or more, but I feel like that's just making it to the price that it should be. Maybe even 50% off. That would make it to the price that it should be. Like, I feel like they inflate their products way too much. The quality is not there for the price that they have on this product. So while this is a beautiful palette, I will keep it, I will use it, I will love it. It is cool toned, more cool toned, so it's less of a product that I will use because I'm more of a warm tone girl, but I still love it, I will still use it. I can still create very pretty looks with it. But I do not think that it's worth buying it for the price. So if you did want to get your hands on this, I would try to find something else that's a little bit cheaper, because they basically are the same thing, only with different packaging, different brands slapped on them. Or I would wait for a huge sale like on Black Fridays or something and get it then, because then you're going to actually get it for the price that it's worth. Alright, and lastly, I want to talk to you guys about the Body Shop's, their new masks that just came out. I kept 3 out of 5 of them because 2 of them are in the giveaway for you guys. So I can't really tell you anything about them because I haven't touched them, tried them, nothing. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the 3 that I have tried, that I did keep, and the exciting thing that I found with 2 of them. So each of these masks are $28, and that might be like to some of you guys, but just listen to what I gotta say. So the first mask I want to talk about is not one of the ones that I was really excited about, but this is the Amazonian Acai mask. I believe it's called Acai, I'm not really sure. It's their Energizing Radiance mask. This is really cool. I love the packaging. It's a really kind of heavy, thick glass. Just, you know, nothing special, nothing fancy, but it works and it's beautiful. And it looks like that, looking at you guys. It looks like jam. It literally looks like a jam. It's really cool. It smells like acai berries, you know, it smells very fruity, very fresh. I did use this the other day, and it's really, really nice. It's not a mask you want to let dry. At first, when I took it off, it has a little bit of a tingling effect to it, but nothing that you can even barely feel. Like, it's barely there, but it feels so cooling and so refreshing. And so when I went to take it off at first, my whole face was red. I thought that it dyed my face or that I was having a reaction to it. That's not the case. That redness goes away almost instantly, which I was very, very pleased about because I was a little scared there for a minute. But this is the one that I think that I like the least, but I still like it. And that's just because when I do a mask, I'm looking for something specific, and it's never really an energizing radiance that I'm looking for. It's usually something else. So this isn't a mask that I'm going to have to reach for all the time, but if I feel like doing something really quick, this is a quick mask, and it's really nice. Now the last two I have here. Now the reason why I want to talk to you guys about these, the reason why I'm so excited about these two masks is because they are literally dupes for two very expensive masks that I've used, and I love it. So the first one I want to talk about is this one in the teal coloring. This is their Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Glow Mask. It's one of those little mud masks that you put on and it has like the baby shit on your face, like the chunks of things on your face. You guys, this is an exact dupe for the original Glam Glow mask. I've used that mask. I've got it in many samples, so I've used it more than once. And I've used this more than once, and they are literally the same exact thing. They have that peppermint kind of intense tingling, the baby chunk shit all over your face, the way that it dries, everything. Only I think this smells a little bit better. I think this has more of a fresher scent to it that's not so intense. And the Glam Glow, the smell just kind of puts me off a little bit. But the way that they feel when they're on your face is exactly the same. The way that they look, what they do for your skin. Only I think that this one works a little bit better in my opinion. Because with the Glam Glow, I was just like, why am I putting this crap on my face? It really does nothing more than a normal mud mask does. With this one, I literally could see the results. Like, my skin was clearer, it was nice. I was just like, bam, I love this. I see instant results with this. This is $28. The Glam Glow is like $60 to $90. You guys, I'm telling you an exact dupe. They are literally like the same thing. I love this so much. I've been using it a lot. And it's nice to find a dupe for something that costs that much money. It's really nice. And the last one is a British Rose mask, and it's a fresh plumping mask. You look at this, and it has like the rose kind of chunks in it. It smells like rose. Oh, it's such a good smell. It's not like that overpowering rose smell. It's very light, but it also has a very fresh kind of floral scent to it. Now, this is a dupe, an exact dupe, and I just found this out the other day, for the Fresh Rose mask. And I'll get that one. I have a little sample or deluxe size sample here of it. It's this mask right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it is the Fresh Rose face mask. And they're literally the same exact thing. They look the same. They feel the same. They deliver the same results. This is an amazing mask. Now, I didn't originally really like the Glam Glow mask. I love the Himalayan one, but I didn't originally like the high-end one. This I really do like, and I used all the time and kind of milked the little amount that I had in it with. But this, so much better. Like, the Body Shop just hit it out of the park with these masks, you guys. And so many of them are going to be just like those high-end masks that you're spending so much money on. You guys don't. The Body Shop has got your back now. So those masks are available on Ulta's website right now, most likely in store as well. I would highly recommend the Rose mask, you guys, and the Himalayan mask. So good. Now, the Rose will be better for people who have drier combo skin. I, as an oily skin person, still use it, but it's very limited to when I use it. The Himalayan mask, I would really suggest for people who have severe oily skin or combo skin. And just because that will literally suck up all those oils, it will really open up your pores, it will really detoxify your skin. You guys, it's really going to help you a lot. But with someone who has sensitive skin, I would highly suggest being very careful using that because it is very intense. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about in this I hauled it, but did I like it? Some really exciting things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Some of them are misses, some of them are just humongous hits, especially the Body Shop's masks, you guys. They are everything. I liked every single one that I tried. Every single one, and you guys know how I feel about face masks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!